Without links, you basically won't rank. So Google's algorithm, it's changed. They're always adding new ranking factors into the algorithm, but the core of the algorithm is the same as it was when Google first came out, and that's that the site with the most quality links will ultimately rank above the rest because it's a great sign of quality and it's one they're going to continue to use in the future. But the tricky part is how do you get those links without doing shady stuff that can get you penalized and that can prevent you from ranking in the first place? Well, for a busy entrepreneur in terms of like you have 45 minutes left before you're going to leave the office and go home, what should you do for link building? Well, one is that you need to have a resource on your site that's worth linking to. So a lot of entrepreneurs, a mistake I see them make is they create a product or they create like an e-commerce site or an app. It's pretty cool, but is it something that people are going to link to? In general, people don't tend to link to just sites that sell stuff. You may get the occasional link if you have a PR campaign for your startup and it has something cool going on, but the average blogger just isn't going to link to stuff unless it's super, super unique and useful. So your job is to create a resource on your site that is absolutely amazing to the point where people will actively want to share it. So that's why I would spend a lot of time on your content, specifically on one piece of content. You don't need a lot. Just focus on making that one piece, and that's one you can leverage for links over and over again. So I'd spend one of the strategies is just really doubling down on a single piece of content and making it really stand out and something that'll appeal to your target customer. The next thing I would do to build links is to use email outreach to get links. So once you have this piece of content, you can't just sit around and hope that people link to it. This is what I call the publish and pray approach. And it's something I see a lot of people take. They just publish something and pray and hope that it gets links, hopes that it gets traction, all the stuff that good content can do. But it's not going to happen without that push, especially if you're just started and you don't have a huge audience. Me personally, my site gets 100,000 unique visitors a month. I have an email list of 65,000 subscribers. And I still promote really hard everything that I publish. I do Facebook ads. I do email outreach for everything. So you really do need to promote everything you put out there. And it sounds kind of weird. Even though it's for free, you still need to sell it. And the best way to do that is email outreach. So your first job is to find people that already link out to similar content than you are. So you just put out a new guide to help people get more fit. You want to find other people that are linking to fitness guides, and you can do that with a tool like ahrefs.com, Majestic SEO, and Open Site Explorer. Those are the three best. Just see who's linking to content that's already out there that's inferior to yours because you just double down on your piece of content. Just give them a heads up about your content. You don't have to be pushed or anything. Just be like, hey, I noticed you mentioned this guide. I came out with something similar. Just thought you'd like to check it out. And because you have something that's actually worth linking to, you'll be surprised at how receptive people will be to your outreach. Now, the third thing I would do is kind of a hybrid between the first two, and that's infographics. So infographics, I don't know, they're kind of past their prime a little bit, right? Everyone says infographics are dead because people are just putting them out. They're taking a topic that wasn't even good to begin with and content that wasn't even good to begin with and turning it into an infographic and thinking that would work. And actually, because infographics were a novelty for a while, that did work. But those days are long gone. Just like any piece of content, your infographic really needs to bring it. It needs to be super unique and special, and obviously something that's visual. So you don't want to take a non-visual topic like accounting and try to make it into an infographic. That won't work. So I've seen infographics do really well lately. I have put them out, infographics out that have done really well lately. And because of the nature of them, people do enjoy sharing them. In fact, BuzzSumo did a study about a year ago that analyzed 100 million articles online. And they found that infographics got 2.5 times more social shares than regular blog posts. So definitely in general, infographics do better, especially if you really double down and make sure it's something that's visually stunning and a topic that people are going to care about anyway. And when you do that and you start using email outreach to promote it, you'll find that people are super receptive because we are all visual creatures and we love visual content. And if you have something that's worth linking to that's also visual, you have something that's very powerful for link building.